Hi everyone there. This is my first LinkedIn video. One of my reasons to put up this video is that after you spent close to 2 decades in the field of insurance, most largely in underwriting claims and product development, you have a lot of people asking questions. Whoa, what do you think about underwriting future with artificial intelligence and technology, digitization, and so on. And in fact, you yourself write a lot about it to the extent that you almost call underwriting and claims probably will not exist in the hands of human beings. Well, the fact remains that underwriting used to be an art. It used to be an art to the extent that no one understood, including the practitioner themselves. To that extent that it was as much as a guessing game that an actuary had at that point of time, a couple of centuries ago, if you want to call it. Just think about it. How did you do your vitals for someone when you didn't even have a stethoscope but sold life insurance? Anyway, today we are living in a world where there are too many things to diagnose. We have too many diagnostic tools, blood tests, gene tests, you name it. In fact, we have tests which can even predict, even before you had something, that the possibility of you having something is higher down the lane. It's interesting that that brings to me an important point, which I think I have written in the past about the kind of predictions we always end up doing. One of the classic examples I quote is that, the UK AIDS projection. It was based on the past data and the current incidence rates and so on. And a couple of decades ago, this researchers actually went on to predict that this is going to be one of the biggest problems of the mankind. And lo and behold, it stayed so for a couple of years, but things started changing rapidly to that extent that they actually forgot a couple of things, and the most important things around the behavior of people. What happens when awareness, when treatment, prophylaxis come into play? What happens to the incident which you predicted? Now, I don't think this is ever going to be captured in any artificial intelligence for that matter. I'm not demeaning artificial intelligence's ability to continuously learn and kind of bring it into its predictions, but that will be a while before you actually get there. So, coming back to what I started with, underwriting started as an art which no one understood, and then slightly became science when the advent of all medical technologies, and I'm largely talking about underwriting life and health insurance. And from there, we moved on to what is now called data science-based underwriting. So underwriting moved from being an art to science to pseudoscience, and now more and more mathematics. Well, it's not going to remain that way forever, but I do see a hybrid version of it emerging sooner or later, but it's never going to be all medical science. That's for sure. And it's time that it becomes a holistic science and goes beyond just medical science. Like I mentioned, the example of, and that's also the reason why I mentioned the example of the UK AIDS projection. We need to bring behavioral science, we need to bring artificial intelligence, we need to bring basic data learning and the continuous improvements that happen in medical world to actually be able to predict what will happen in the long term, especially when you insure people for a lifetime. So with that, I close my first LinkedIn video. Hope that helped with some of my views. I'm happy to hear from your thoughts and views, and let's see how it goes from here. Thank you. Have a nice day.